Because we're going to transition back up to the dating show, because I want to hear about this dating show, because it sounds like it's going to be good.
Put us on.
I'm sorry.
Did you watch the one they had a season in Houston here recently? What's the one? Ready to Love.
Ready to Love. Yeah.
Yeah, they had one in Houston.
I
And
appreciate
I have so many like pushbacks on a lot of things, because I think it's like when you like reality TV is set up for like they put people in these created scenarios, and then they expect organic things to happen, and it's like it's facilitated. It when the cameras turn off, then it get real. So
Right.
I want to hear his perspective on how he was going to structure and what it was going to be about. Not more the same. I know you have like an interesting concept because your perspective on things isn't unique. So I want to hear it. I'm curious.
Go ahead, JR. Let's hear it.
Me too.
Yeah, shout out to H-Town. I didn't know y'all was from H-Town, but I've been trying to get there all my life. Shout out to Third Ward.
Hey, I'm from Fifth Ward, but I got love for the South Side too. My family in Third Ward.
Already. Hey, so this how I'm gonna do it, man. So I'm not doing like no reality show. My funding isn't like that, and I don't got time to be out in the streets like that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start off with the ladies first, because ladies are a little more reserved when it comes to like when I have a guy on the show and they calling in to shoot their shot at him. So I'm gonna have a lady. It's gonna be once a week. And I'm just gonna test this out. I know it's worked, before, but I'm gonna have a lady that night, and I'm gonna interview her. Then, just like it's gonna be a live show, guys are gonna call in, shoot their shot, or whatever, in X amount of time. And within that time frame, we'll have the information. If she chooses them, then we'll move forward. Obviously, at the end of the night, and pursue that avenue if she decides that this is a guy that she'd be interested in linking up with, and obviously vice versa if he's interested in the conversation. So it's kind of like speed dating, if you will, with one person, well, one person in particular, but multiple prospects, if you will. So that's my intent to start it out, and I eventually want to move it over to where, obviously, because it's new, I'll be new to doing it, to where the guys are on the show, and we don't even want to get into the whole high value stuff and things like that. But this is just for everybody. A guy will be on the show, then women who may not be as reserved, because I think women tend to look at it as they're being thirsty as doing that, especially when they're in front of hundreds, if not, God willing, thousands of people eventually that they'll be, shooting their shot at. So that's my intent for it. How it goes, who knows? But that's my intent for what I plan on doing, as far as that, interviewing them up front, and then, doing the call in, shooting their shot, and see how it goes from there. So,
is there qualifying criteria?
So that it's gonna be based upon, that's when I'm gonna be interviewing her. You know what I'm saying? When I interview her, what she's looking for, what type of guy, so on and so forth. And when the guys call in, anybody, obviously, as we said once again, anybody can have a representative and say that they make this, or this is the situation, so on and so forth. But that the interview is to give, for her to provide her qualifying material, as you said, or qualifying, things that she's looking for in this guy.
You gonna interview the guys too?
So basically, it's gonna be like how we're doing right now. So it'll be initially me and her speaking, and then I'll open it up for calls. Then the guys will call in. They'll speak directly to her. I'll be like the moderator, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
On some old school talks, dating shows and stuff, you know what I mean? And basically, he's shooting his shot or conversing with her, so on and so forth. And she decides whether she wants to move forward at that point, and then we go on to the next person.
Are we open for comments?
That's my intent.
Are your comment sections open?
Absolutely.
Ooh.
Yeah, because like the reason why the vetting process is so important is because you have entities involved that don't have the butterflies.
Right.
So in this
Right.
situation, like the woman could be consumed by the butterfly effect, and then they go bad. She blame you.
She got to
Hey.
blame somebody.
Yeah, you introduced me to this nothing, man. You know how they be talking.
Yeah.
Wow, it sounds good, JR. I'm definitely gonna be
It's
watching.
gonna be a good show, though.
I'm gonna be in the comment section. I'm like,
That's
no,
it.
not him, not him.
Mhm.
Next.
Sunbury had
Yeah,
a good
and that's what I
question.
kind of like want to do. Like the whole, I don't want to keep it where where we get disrespectful in
Right.
terms of that.
Right.
But I definitely want to get on that point in terms of that, but to be classy, straight to the point for those guys, because there are, as we discussed earlier, even on a platform like this, there are guys who are afraid of shooting their shot, even on something like that. Even though you're in front of so many people, they're still afraid. So to overcome that, you're knocking out two birds with one stone. You may be able to, match with this woman in particular that is on here and what it is she's looking for. So yeah,
Miss O, have you ever been afraid to shoot your shot?
Never, but like I've always been blessed with the gift of charisma and charm. I come from players, so ladies, man. And
Okay.
I got it honest, man. I ain't gonna lie. I've always been that way. I'm not afraid to get 1,000 no's to get the one I want.
There
That's
you
right.
go. Kick
That's
down
right.
those doors. So did you want to add anything else before?
It's God's beat maker.
And I don't know. I will put a light in the sky for the G's that done turn memory from go. Blessings we send to the ghetto youth